Hello everyone and welcome to Greyhammer. Today we're going to be doing the Nighthaunt faction pack, and so we'll just pause on the battle traits real quick because we've already gone over these in a short um, battle formations. You've got Vanishing Phantoms. Pick a friendly Nighthaunt unit that's not in combat. Remove it from the battlefield, set it up again on the battlefield more than 9 from all enemy units as a once per turn ability. Hunters of the Accursed. Once per turn at the end of any turn, pick up to 3 enemy heroes, each within 12 of a different friendly Nighthaunt hero to be the targets. Roll a d3 on a 2-up, inflict an amount of mortal damage on the target equal to the roll. Deathstalkers, there's no escape. Friendly Nighthaunt units can use charge abilities, even if they use a run or retreat ability in the same turn. In addition, no mortal damage is inflicted on friendly Nighthaunt units by retreats. That's a really strong one. And Procession of Death. Friendly Nighthaunt infantry units with a ward of 5 up while they're wholly within a friendly black coach. Heroic traits, you've got a command, ruler of the spectral host, pick a friendly Nighthaunt unit that started the battle with 3 or more models and spread destroyed, set up a replacement unit with half the number of models wholly within 12 of this unit and more than 9 from all enemy units. Cloaked in Shadow, if the unmodified hit roll for an attack that targets the unit is a 1 to 3, the attack fails and the attack sequence ends. Terrifying Entity, they can use the Aura of Dread ability even if they've already used 1 this turn, but it cannot use more than 2 per turn. Artifacts of Power. Light Shard of the Harvest Moon. If this unit is in combat, add 1 to the attack's characteristic of melee weapons used by friendly Nighthaunt units wholly within 12 of this unit for the rest of the turn. It's a once per battle ability. Covetous Familiar. Roll a d3 on a 2-up, inflict an amount of mortal damage on the enemy that declared a fight ability. End of any turn, Soulfire Rising. If any enemy models are slain by this unit's combat attacks, heal d6 this unit. Spell Lore, the Lore of the Underworlds. Casting value of 6, Shade Mist. Pick a visible friendly Nighthaunt unit that has 3 or more models and is wholly within 12. Subtract 1 from wound rolls. Sorry, my dog's being weird. For attacks that target the unit till the start of your next turn. Spirit Drain, casting value of 7. Pick a visible enemy unit within 18. Roll a number of dice equal to the number of models in the target unit. For each 5 up, inflict immortal damage on the target. Spectral Lure, casting value 6. Pick a friendly Nighthaunt wizard. Pick a friendly Nighthaunt unit wholly within 12. Return a number of slain models to the target with a combined health characteristic of up to d6. So a pretty powerful healing spell. Manifestations, you've got the Mortalis Terminexus. Casting value 6. Set up wholly within 12 of the caster. Summon Shyish Reaper. Casting value 6. Set up wholly within 9 of the caster, 9 from enemy units. And the Vault of Souls. Casting value 6. Wholly within 12 of the caster, invisible. Nagash. Looks to be about the same rules as the Flesh Eater Corpse. But basically adds 2 to casting rolls. If he doesn't miscast, if you miscast, you can't use this ability, but he can still continue to cast spells. Hand of Dust, 50-50 shot, kill someone. You can set up a identical unit once per battle from a unit that died, and Invocation of Nagash. Pick an enemy unit within 18 or friendly. If it's an enemy, inflict d3 mortal damage. If it's a death, pick one of the following effects. Return all of its number of slain models equal to 3 health combined, and then the target has a 4 to 5 up. Lady Elinder, no rest for the wicked. Once per battle, pick any number of friendly Nighthaunt units on the battlefield. For each target, you can return a number of slain models of the unit with a combined health characteristic up to d3 plus 3. Mortark of Grief, subtract 3 from the control scores of enemy units while they're within 12. And Grief Stricken, casting value 6, pick a visible enemy unit within 18. Ignore positive modifiers to hit, wound, and save rolls for the target for the rest of the turn. So that's pretty strong. Kurdos Valentian, he's got once per turn when your reaction declared a command for a unit within 12. Roll dice on a 3-up unless your opponent spends an additional command point to use the command. The command has no effect. It still counts as having been used and the command point spent are still lost. So, pretty powerful. Ulrich the Drowner, passage through the underworld. If this unit is not in combat, pick a friendly non-hero Nighthaunt unit that is not in combat and is wholly within 12. Remove this unit and the target from the battlefield, set them up again on the battlefield, wholly within 6 and more than 7 from all enemy units. So kind of a useful redeployer. Reikenor the Grim Hailer. Any hero phase, pick either this unit or a visible enemy unit within 12. Effect is allocate 1 damage point to the target. If you picked an enemy unit, add 1 to casting rolls for this unit. If you pick this unit, for the rest of the turn, add 1 to casting rolls and add 1 to its power level. Wraithstorm, casting value of 7, visible enemy unit within 12, inflicts D3 mortal damage. If any models are slain, inflict an additional D3 mortal damage. And Grim Justice, add 1 to hit and wound rolls if they target a priest or a wizard with his Fell Reaper. Scriptor Mortis, sentenced to eternal torment. Pick a visible enemy unit within 18. Roll a dice. On a 3-up, they get the sentence keyword, and once per turn at the end of any turn, you roll a dice for each sentence enemy unit on the battlefield. On a 4-up, inflict an amount of mortal damage equal to the current battle round number on the sentence unit. Ghostly Howl, pick an enemy unit that has had any damage points allocated with the piercing scream, and on a 2-up, they cannot use commands. And the Cacophony of Sorrow passive, while there are any friendly Mirror-Morn Banshees wholly within 12, ignore positive modifiers to the control scores of enemy units within 12. Knight of Shrouds, stolen hours each time they use a fight. After the fight has been resolved, heal X, where X is the number of damage points allocated to enemy units by combat attacks made as part of the fight ability. When you do declare a fight ability, you can pick a friendly non-hero Nighthaunt infantry unit that did not use a fight. They can immediately fight afterwards and add 1 to hit rolls. And then the Knight of Shrouds on Ethereal Steed basically has the same ability, except it's not a hero, Nighthaunt Cavalry, or War Machines, but it is still +1 to hit. Cairnwraith, while this unit's in combat, add 1 to the attack's characteristics with melee weapons by friendly Grimghast Reapers while they're wholly within 12. Cruelghast Cruciator, ignore the first damage point that would be allocated to each friendly Nighthaunt unit wholly within 12. Really strong, tanky buff. Staring death right in the face, pick an enemy unit in combat, roll a dice. On a 2-up, subtract 1 from the attack's characteristic of the target's melee weapons. In addition, if the target's a hero, subtract 5 from the control score. Dreadblade Heroes, if this unit charge, add 3 to the control scores of friendly Nighthaunt units wholly within 12. And in any movement phase, remove this unit from the battlefield and set it up again on the battlefield more than 9 from all enemy units. Guardian of Souls, Nightmare Lantern, while this unit is in combat, add 1 to wound rolls for combat attacks made by friendly Nighthaunt units while they're wholly within 12. A lot of little buffing characters. Pyrogeist, if this unit's contesting an objective, pick a visible enemy unit within 6 inches, roll a d3 on a 2-up, inflict an amount of mortal damage on the target equal to the roll, and add a number equal to the roll to the unit's control score for the rest of the turn. Spirit Torment, each time a friendly Nighthaunt unit wholly within 12 uses the rally command, you can make 3 additional rally rolls, so pretty strong. Grimghast Reapers, this unit's combat attacks score critical hits on unmodified hit rolls of 5-up, while the target has 5 or more models. Sorry, my dog's barking. Hopefully he'll stop. Chainghast, another link in the chain. Roll a dice, add 1 to the roll if this unit is wholly within 12 of any friendly Spirit Torments. On a 3-up for the rest of the turn, add 1 to hit rolls for combat attacks made by friendly Nighthaunt units while they're wholly within 12 of this unit. Chain Rasp, add 1 to wound rolls for this unit's combat attacks if it charged on the same turn. This is your basic infantry. Black Coach, Runaway Coach. If this unit charged this phase, pick an enemy unit within an inch, roll a d3. On a 2-up, inflict an amount of mortal damage on the target equal to the roll. Nimbus of Power. If this unit is not in combat, remove it from the battlefield and set it up again on the battlefield more than 9 from all enemy units. And at the end of any turn, you have Evocation of Death. If this unit destroyed enemy units, pick a fairly non-unique Nighthaunt hero that has been destroyed. And you get to set up a replacement unit wholly within 12. The replacement unit can only be set up in combat with enemy units that are in combat with this unit. That's pretty strong. Craven Throne Guard. Spectral bolts. This unit can pick enemy units to be the targets of shooting attacks even if they're not visible. In addition, ignore negative modifiers to hit rolls. So basically, it ignores guarded hero, but also ignores other things as well, which is interesting. Bladegeist Revenants. If this unit charges this turn, add 1 to the attack characteristic of this unit's melee weapons for the rest of the turn. So lots of abilities that focus around charging. Glaive Wraith Stalkers. The point of death, once per battle in the deployment phase, pick an enemy unit, they get stalked. Then you've got Unerring Hunters. When you declare a charge ability for this unit and a stalked unit is 11-12, you add 2 to the charge rolls as part of the ability, but it must end its combat with a stalked unit. Mirrormorn Banshees, Spell Eaters. When your opponent declared a spell ability, if a friendly Nighthaunt unit wholly within 12 was picked to be the target of the spell, this unit can use the Unbind as if it was Wizard. Add 1 to the Unbinding roll for that ability. If a spell is unbound, inflict D3 mortal damage onto the caster. Spirit Host, friendly Nighthaunt infantry heroes have a ward of 4 up while they're wholly within this unit's combat range. Makes them worth taking. Dread Scythe Harridans, Murderous Bloodlust. Add 1 to hit rolls and wound rolls for this unit's combat attacks while it's in combat with any damaged enemy units, or while it is in combat with an enemy unit that had any models slain in the same turn. And Harrowing Shriek, if this unit charged in the same turn, subtract 1 from wound rolls for attacks made by enemy units while they're in combat with this unit. And Hex Wraiths, if this unit charged this phase, pick an enemy unit within an inch, roll a d3 on a 2-up, inflict an amount of mortal damage on the target equal to the roll. The Mortalis Terminexus, pick a visible enemy Nighthaunt unit within 3, roll a dice on a 2-up, pick one of the following effects. Add 1 to run and charge rolls, or heal 3 to the target. Vault of Souls, Siphon Souls, each time a model, friendly or enemy, is slain within 12, give the manifestation a soul point to a max of 6. Soul Eruption, if it has 6 soul points, pick any number of enemy units within 6, roll a dice for each target. On a 3-up, inflict an amount of mortal damage equal to the roll, then reset the manifestation soul points to 0. And Shyish Reaper, add 2 to the attacks of if it charged, so it's 1 attack, 3-up, 2-up, rends 2, 4 damage. Pretty strong. Spearhead, you've got the Slasher Host, Knight of Shrouds, 3 Spirit Hosts, 2 units of 5 Grimghast Reapers, 2 units of 10 Chain Rasp. It's got ethereal and Wave of Terror. Deathstalkers, you pick an enemy unit on the battlefield at the start of the first battle round, add 1 to the rend used by attacks that target the unit, or subtract 1 from hit rolls for combat attacks that target a friendly unit that charge. You're picking that one. The other one's not so great. Enhancements. You get 1 of the Soulfire Ring. If any models are slain by your general this turn, heal d6. Cloaked in Shadow, no more than 1 enemy unit can target your general with attack, shooting, or combat per phase. Return a slain model to each friendly unit on the battlefield once per battle in your hero phase. Or Shadow's Edge, your general Sword of Stolen Hours has crit mortal. That's probably the one you're going to go with. Or Cloaked in Shadow. Knight of Shrouds. You can pick a friendly unit wholly within 9. They get a ward of 5 up. Your general has a ward of 4 up while it's close to his Spirit Host. Grimghast Reapers. Combat attacks made by this unit score critical hits on 5 up if the target has 5 or more models. And Chain Rasps, which are you can replenish them. Add 1 to wound rolls for combat attacks made by this unit if it charged in the same turn. Overall, a lot of charging abilities, a lot of small heroes, which could be detrimental to them. I'm sorry if I rushed through this one a little bit. I'm running a bit behind. I usually film these before work, and alarm didn't go off this morning, but it could be detrimental to have so many heroes because of the new army building rules, but I'm sure a lot of them have abilities that allow the heroes to be taken as in a regiment, but yeah, I don't know. It could definitely be tough, but I don't have too much to say on them, except that they're definitely going to be an interesting army because since they are all ethereal, ward upgrades to them from like the spirit host can definitely make a big difference since their save is what it is and it can't be modified. Anything that affects their durability makes them really, really strong. So it seems like there's a good bit of healing in here and some ways you can upgrade your wards. But that's going to be it for this episode. Please like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what unit you're most excited about. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.